How good is this? Saturday night in Saskatoon. It is championship weekend. It is the semifinals. The women's trials next.
The winner in Winnipeg is now looking for success in Saskatchewan. 8 years ago, Team Jones brought home the trials win, followed by Olympic gold. Now Jones is one win away from a trip to the final. 12 years ago, McCarville won 2 tiebreakers before dropping out of the trials. Today, McCarville needed just 1 tie-breaking win to reach the semis. Can Team McCarville take the long road to the final? It's a semifinal Saturday night. The trials continue.
It all began last Saturday in Saskatoon. The trials has 9 women's teams battling, and what a grind. 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears competing to try and represent your country at the upcoming Olympics in China. And McCarville, her team taking the long road. They had to win that tiebreaker this morning. And Jennifer Jones, a great week thus far, earning her spot directly to the semifinal. We're set. That is our feature. And come on inside the building. Glad you're watching our coverage. Grateful to have fans in the building as well. Brian Mudryk with you. And Jennifer Jones, Hall of Fame resume already. 6 Scotties titles, 2 World Championships, and that Olympic gold medal in Sochi. And even at 46 years of age, still has that competitive fire. Meantime, McCarville, remember, a bronze medal in 2009 at the trials in Edmonton, and she's been to a Scotties final before. Is this the year she can break through and make that final tomorrow night? Earlier today, remember, not 1 but 2 tiebreakers were needed. In the first one this morning, it was the 2-time defending Scotties champion Carrie Anderson, and she had the game in her hands, final stone in Zen, and needed this, the draw for 2 and the win. Oh, but the weight a little too much, and she couldn't get the rub on the red stone, and it goes right through, and there's the reaction from the 2-time Scotties champion. So we go to an extra. Final stone, McCarville. You see the 2 reds. Has to make them go away. A good brush. Here comes that high guard. By it. And bang. Reds go. McCarville booking her ticket to the semifinal as she goes on to win. So Anderson unable to win both tiebreakers as we bring into the bracket. So Tracy Fleury, wow, what a week. Undefeated, that bye directly to tomorrow's final. The semifinal tonight, Jennifer Jones, McCarville, and with more, here is Mick Rauter.
Hello, Canada. Nice to be back with you on this Saturday night. And of course, Cheryl Russ alongside. Well, we just saw a tiebreaker with a record 6 blank ends. McCarville and Anderson. I don't think we're going to see that tonight.
No, the opposition has to play along, and McCarville, even though she's one of the most patient skips and would love nothing more than to settle in this game, 5 rock makes it difficult, and so does Jennifer Jones. And I'm a big fan of getting there first and make the opposition chase, because if you don't, they will. And Team McCarville just came off 11 great ends in that tiebreaker. Momentum is on their side. Apply pressure early.
As Brian just mentioned, Jennifer Jones is 46. Now, if you're thinking about a next Olympics, 4 years, she'll be 50. You can relate because you were 50 once.
You had to go there. Yeah, and it really is. It's hard to explain. There's so much pressure to begin with to be there with your team, but Jennifer will be 50. It's a long way away. You've got to be an Olympian 4 years from now. This might be her last, certainly her best chance, and that puts that extra element onto her every time she throws a rock. Is she going to change her strategy? Not a chance. She plays the same way all the time, which I agree with against McCarville. Put some rocks in play, but if you're going to put a lot of rocks in play, she's only been 66% in her last 4 games. It could come back to bite her.
So we're all ready for this women's semifinal of the curling trials, and making their way onto the ice from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, it is McCarville. And let's remember, this is a team, McCarville, that in 16 made it all the way to the Scotties final before losing to Chelsea Carey. But I'm going to say this to you. What if she decides to go stone for stone with Jones tonight?
I think there's value in being unpredictable, and I think it could be an advantage definitely early in this game.
And here comes the 6-time Canadian champion from the St. Vital in Winnipeg. Okay, last 4 games you said not up to par for her. We heard earlier today John Morris say that they would have to give some support to Cooey. They didn't. Does she need a little more support?
No question about it. McCarville's, all four are playing so well. You look at Caitlin Laws in a big game like this, and Jocelyn has to get a little bit better.
Team McCarville. At lead, welcome Sarah Potts. Second, Ashley Sipola. Third, Kendra Lilly.
She may have had her best game of the week against Anderson.
And the skip, Krista McCarville.
Oh, very much. And let's not forget Coach Rick Lang. They train a lot. They don't play a lot, but they work on everything technical.
Team Jones. At lead, Lisa Weigel. Lead, Dawn McEwen. Second, Jocelyn Peterman. Third, Caitlin Laws. And the skip, Jennifer Jones.
The winner will move on to play Fleury for this year's trials to wear the maple leaf, the semifinal, when we come back.
To go to the Olympic Games and to represent Canada is really indescribable. It's this epitome of what you're working for in sports. And to do it once was amazing, and to do it another time would just be basically an out-of-body, incredible, amazing experience. So we'd love to have the opportunity, and I'd love to have the opportunity to go with the girls.
Final stone. Lovely.
We just want to enjoy the moment, and hopefully we'll have a few breaks along the way, and we'll play our very best, and we'll see what happens from there.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
Saturday night in Saskatoon, we're ready for the women's final of the Tim Hortons Curling Trials. Let's meet the teams. It's all brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team McCarville from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, skipped by Krista McCarville, with Sarah Potts, Ashley Sipola, and Kendra Lilly. Jones from the very familiar St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg, with Jones, Dawn McEwen, Jocelyn Peterman, and Caitlin Laws. Now, these two teams did play draw one last Saturday. It was an 8-5 win for Jones. Jones finishing with a one-loss better record, 5-3 compared to McCarville's 4-4. By virtue of that, she gets both the choice and the last rock, so she's gone with yellow. Gets the hammer too. McCarville will play the red. To get us underway, the McCarville lead is Sarah Potts.
Well, and by doing so, it forces McCarville away from the stones that she just had, so they'd have to figure out another set. Not surprising.
Right.
Do you do that regardless to force a new set, or if you like the reds, would you go with the reds anyway?
Yeah, you would just take what you like, and both teams would have had sets picked that they red and yellow, so nothing surprising in that sense.
All right, let's see what happens here. First stone goes just off center. Top 8 foot, maybe nibbling the 4.
Hey, room. Nope. Still room. Still room, guys. We're bouncing. Okay, yeah, go around.
Interesting call, playing the freeze right off the bat. I thought they'd throw the corner. Both aggressive plays.
Going right around.
Good, John. Real nice. Really good.
And it'll slide. It's not the shot rock as it goes deep. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and let's start with Krista McCarville.
Yep.
Well, Special K and Kendra was special this afternoon in that tiebreaker. She was 86%, and she will be an asset in setting the skipper up for some of those big ends. And then you have to pick your spots. There will be a moment in an end where the opportunity to apply pressure to Jennifer Jones will appear, and you need to take that because you won't get them very often.
Line's good. Might be Ashley's. Yep. Go Ash. Line's good. Ash. Yep. Go Ash.
You gotta cross.
Hard. Go cross it. Go Ash. Go hard. Go.
We'll cover a little piece of it, not very much. All right. Keys to the game for Jennifer Jones.
Well, as soon as the bell rings for Jones, we've talked about it already, but McCarville truly always has been a second half team. They like to keep it simple for a while, other than what I've just watched right here. Go right away. Try to catch them before they're comfortable with the ice and the stones. It's the law. Caitlin Laws is absolutely one of the best big game players I've ever seen in our country. Make your move with Caitlin's rocks.
Another big scrub here. The keys to the game brought to you by Sponge Towels, paper towels made for real life messes.
On the red, no roll.
And look at this. Already got across the nose to tap it to the back edge.
Well, that's just no surprise with Dawn. She's coming in. She's the #1 lead out here. 2 great shots.
Isn't that a surprise?
Kind of getting boring.
That was a tough shot. You're going down the fresh spot. Get the speed right to over curl it to get it past that back yellow one. Really good.
Little solid. Close. Yep. Yep. Close. Whoa. Close. Whoa. 10.5. Whoa. Kendra. Whoa. Kendra, go. Kendra. Go.
Kendra Lilly.
Go. Hard.
Watch the stuff.
Okay.
And they will stuff it. Get rid of one, though.
Okay on my second one? Yeah, I thought that. You like that? Yeah. 9.5.
So I said to you, what if McCarville goes stone for stone? And you said that would be a surprise. How surprising, or what does McCarville, have to do to get her head around and adjust to all these rocks in play?
You know, I think she doesn't mind rocks in play. I just think she likes to settle in the game a little bit, and she will run. She's very patient, and she'll run up and down the sheet and wait for that really big opportunity. Sometimes I don't think she sees the opportunity as the issue, and you're not going to get them very often against Jennifer Jones. So just kind of take that moment and get there first. I'm a big fan of that. Or you just end up chasing.
2 choices here. You could play the thin double or roll buried. There's enough room. Ashley just threw it.
Little more. 10. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Just enough room,
Hard,
but don't flirt with that top red.
Hard.
And it's coming in a hurry.
Whoa. Sarah, you're away. Roll. Hard.
Oh, and they got a little roll in behind, and it's almost totally covered.
Perfect.
Well, Ashley was amazing this afternoon in the tiebreaker as well. Made some big shots.
87% for the week. That's a big number.
I like that.
Yeah, she's got that's a 5% edge on Jocelyn.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And that's why we do make mention of the fact that Jones needs a little help from that second spot. And it sets up Laws, and that eventually sets up Jones.
Okay, curl. Get it to the guard. Hard.
Interesting. They already know it's light Vic, so they're trying to get it to curl and get it out of the way.
Keep going. Okay.
So now a little bit of a stagger.
I think that is Jennifer Jones, though, Russ. She expects a lot from her team. She calls a really tough game, like she calls an offensive game, and you need to be on your game. And if you're not, there's where, you know, it can push your numbers down pretty hard.
Oh, in a hurry.
She's not calling open hit and rolls.
No.
A little stickier than practice? I think it's pretty close. I'd throw close, yeah.
So there you go. Somebody said a little stickier than in practice. Is that what may have just caught Jocelyn Peterman?
No question.
Yep.
It's close. Line only for now. Okay, you got room. Line's not bad. Room. Go little. Okay, yep, hard line. Yep. Where are we? Hard line. Top 12. Yep, hard line. Hard. You gotta go. Pass it if you can. Hard line. Hard. We're bouncing. Okay.
And a little finish.
I like
just tucks a little under.
Yeah.
But that stone is well protected.
I think it's just heavier, Kendra.
Yeah, I thought that would have been.
Yeah, that's okay though, where that little rub helped.
Perfect spot.
Didn't leave it high and leave a double.
Okay. Cute.
Forces Jones to blink first here.
3/4.
The problem with this one is you might only get one of the reds, and it'll still be guarded.
Yeah, to get them both is the nose.
Yeah.
And then you're leaving the center guard out there.
No. Jaws, hard jaws.
Uh-oh, is it falling away?
It is.
Gonna get anything of this? Ooh, just a bit, and then just ticks it over, and it covers now the 12-foot.
Might have eliminated the intern draw.
Must have been a little soft on it. Soft. I don't think we're good.
Sarah's first pass.
Good try.
So trying to come down right on top, but short here would not be a bad thing because now you've eliminated the out-turn draw.
10 ends, 38 minutes. Thinking time, 2 90-second timeouts.
Added.
Yeah. Okay, up for line. Hard line. Hard line. Really hard line. Where?
No, we're guard.
It's light again. Whoa. High then.
We're
Leave
guard.
it. Let it stop. It's got to stop.
It's just heavy, eh?
Well,
I did have a really.
I know, but she said she added.
Do you think that was that light?
No.
No. Come here for a sec.
No.
I think we go this way.
Okay. Open it up.
Yeah. I felt like already.
I still think
No.
it seems a
I
bit
think
heavy.
you got. No one broke in a tighter path.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. Sorry.
Wonderful conversation.
Talking about the pass, the lanes. You really have to be aware, most certainly in the first couple ends, of where a rock's been down and where it hasn't. Just
Kate
completely
Malaz.
different.
What are you going to do here? How many can you touch? Well, you touch all 3, and they move around, open up the shot rock, spill another
Nice shot, Caitlin.
McCarville stone into the top edge of the 8.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Jones can breathe all of a sudden.
Can see some red, that 4-foot.
Change gears now, because if you don't make the guard properly, you could give up 2 this late in the end. So
I had a really high time on Dawson.
hit the back one.
Is it heavier or?
No, just really slow.
Don't want to play it cute by your back. No.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
So for the second straight trials, McCarville has come through the pre-trials. 4 years ago, it was Summerside to get to Ottawa. This year, it's coming through Liverpool, Nova Scotia
Solid.
to get here to Saskatoon.
Whoa, clean, whoa.
Yeah.
Going after the second shot at the back of the 8. There it is, sitting 3.
Well, and if this plays out, job well done for McCarville. Of course, that's against Jennifer and an offensive team like them. That is a job well done.
And in fact, I'm wrong because I missed it. There is a little biter at the back, so they're actually sitting 4. There it is.
All right, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Or firm, sorry, firm.
Okay. You got it.
She wants to make the double here. If she doesn't make the double, Krista McCarville hits it dead on. It's going to be a tough shot to score.
That's a surprise. You have 9 skips, and Jennifer Jones 7th. That's almost unheard of. Trying to make the double. 1. Yeah, stuffed it. Stuffed it. Now where will this roll? Gets the one at the back. And slides over for 3rd shot.
Nice throw. That one, Jen. Good throw. Yeah.
Didn't have much ice in that. I thought she threw it really well.
Okay.
Now what do you do? The guard's fairly safe because there's no double.
Yeah. So Sarah's under curled, but it was also really high. So
Yeah, I think this is one of those opportunities, Russ. I mean, you could easily hit, and you know you've got the force, but boy.
This is a chance for force yourself to score.
I choose to force me.
Yeah.
You know the path too.
I think we just need that nice baby set and good.
Yeah. If I'm light, probably have to curl it. Okay.
Where do you want to go, Russ?
I don't think they want to go too deep, but it's keep brushing it until you got the line right. That's the key. Maybe top 12. You could try to sit 3, but if you get in the 4-foot, you give Jennifer an out.
So let's keep in mind that yellow stone that's sitting over there, covering the edge of the 8. You thought it might be getting in the way of an in-turn pass. Can you leave this in such a spot to maybe hurt the out-turn?
That's true. You could leave this maybe half open and make her play the in-turn side.
Okay, Ash then. Go, Ash! Yep, hard, Ash! Hard, Ash! Hard! Keep going! Keep going! Little more! Yep. Okay, good, sweet.
It's pretty good. Slow there.
Yeah. I think that caught. I think they were trying to get that to top 8.
Yeah, they were.
And that caught them by surprise.
Exactly.
Not even close.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay. Yeah, Jen.
All right, Dad, let's put it on the button. Yeah.
A lot of rocks coming up, noticeably light. Jocelyn was way light. There's another come around way light.
A little bit heavier than draw the button.
Yeah, we're thinking like 2 or 3 feet.
Now, it's interesting to note we showed you that Jennifer Jones was number 7 in the skips percentage. When she won in 13 in Winnipeg, she was 84% and she was number 1. So that was right now she's 9% below her winning percentage of 13.
She was number 1 or 2 for the first 4 games, and then it dropped off dramatically.
Well, their coach think they had a little bit of a honeymoon start. And then when they got into the tougher games, the support went away. There's the other aspect. Third when it comes to hammer efficiency, scoring 2 or more with last rock.
Back 4. Back 4. It's coming down, actually. No, still there.
Yeah, just look at that. So maybe a little surprised. Jones, McCarville's come out to play too. For just the second time in women's trial play, we have an undefeated round-robin team.
I have incredible teammates. They make so many shots. Just a lot of consistency through our lineup. They just bring so much knowledge and experience to our team.
1 win, and you'll become the Olympian. Tracy Fleury.
I don't think it has completely sunk in yet. We know that we've had a really good week here, but our job's not done. We still have one big game coming up.
And there she is. Shows how well she's played. Number 1 in the world rankings. Hannah Hasselborg of Sweden, followed by Einarson and Jones, and perennial out of Switzerland, Tirenzoni, Holman. Interesting to note, all those teams were here at these trials. Canadian teams, Holman, Jones, of course, Einarson, Fleury. 4 sheets usually in play, but just the one tonight. The championship sheet, appropriately, C for championship. That's the way it's spelled, yes. So in they came, up went the center guard, and Jones played the hit, now sits the shot rock, back edge of the 4.
We see a lot more of this now where the team with hammer is maybe more cautious than when they're not having hammer, like we watched in the first end by McCarville. I thought they played a nice aggressive end.
Yeah, it's switched, and you and I talked about that last year quite a bit, where it seems when you don't have hammer, that's when you're more aggressive and you throw up all the centers, and when you do, you keep it open. I think the problem is the team with hammer, if you're not super aggressive without the team that hammer, you're pretty much handing them a deuce. So you do, we talk about chasing, and you do have to make the team with hammer chase you around that center.
Make them earn it.
Hard. Sorry, Joss. That's pretty decent. Good. My bad.
Slightly straighter in this intern side.
Well, it's nice to see Lisa Weigel. And this may be a trend here, that the fact of a 5-person team. She has seen some action this week with Dawn McEwen taking the game off. Brian, I don't know. You think it's, does she think she's going to get more action as a 5-person player?
Well, I'll tell you what, the crowd wants that. As they showed her on the Jumbotron, she gets the round of applause. In talking with Lisa Weigel, though, she's got great perspective now on Jennifer Jones. Remember, competitors for a long time, and it was Weigel winning her first Scotties title versus Jennifer Jones back in 2013. So I asked Lisa, what's it like now being on the other side? You're a teammate of Jennifer Jones, and she said, a number of things stand out to me. The belief that Jennifer has in herself and her talents. She says that she's had that look in her eye all week long. And even at 46 years of age, the desire burns. And the one thing that not surprised her, but she was really impressed with, is the time that Jennifer takes behind the scenes, away from the cameras, with fans, with people, and that sort of charitable knowledge that she brings, and brings that behind the scenes. And Lisa obviously impressed with that, but no charity tonight. Chance for the final on the line here, Vic.
No, certainly not. But again, it just may be, you know, as we play up and down the sheet here, if you've got a 4-person team, and you made this point, Russ, if you're booked to go to a bonspiel and play, and one of your players decides not, well, then the whole team pulls out.
Right.
If you have that 5th player, well, then the other 3 plus your 5th can go, and you get your reps in.
Yeah, which is so important. We talk about that all the time. And at this level, you need the points to get into these things. And if you don't go, you start to get points.
Well, and I think, too, the season now is 10 months long, and, you know, other things come up. And in the women's game, somebody gets pregnant. So a 4-man team or a 5-man team is a huge advantage.
Watch the roll. And will not be able to hold it.
And I love that she's referred to as a lead. She's not referred to as an alternate. She comes to all the practices and the games, and she's putting in as much effort as all the other members of this team.
No. She just wants the out turn.
Just the out turn.
Yep.
Can you imagine having
Go 9.
blessed with Dawn McEwen as your lead? And if she wants to take a game off, oh, there's Lisa Weigel.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
9. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 8.5. Whoa.
Try to save it on the corner.
That's it. Okay, good.
Shot. Good.
And we'll just cover the wide edge of the 12.
Okay.
So Jen she's going to draw open side, stay far away from that corner.
Should be somewhere in the range.
Line's good. Tier better. Top button's ideal. Sorry, T-line straight. Hard, Dawn.
I know it's a wide
Dig,
corner,
Dawn.
and you'd really have to be precise, but are you surprised
Keep going, Dawn.
Jones
Keep going,
hasn't?
Keep going, keep going,
And
keep
again,
going,
I know
keep
it's
going, keep going.
the opposition color, but are you surprised that he hasn't gone over there?
You know, if she ever did, Vic, it would be on her last.
Okay.
To get a force that way, too risky to do it now.
All right.
You're ever deep, gives a chance for McCarville to freeze, and you don't want to really play around the corner when you don't have the hammer.
Little easy. Yep, hard. Little down.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Oh. Okay, good. Nice. Roll back. I'm going to throw 9.5, 10.
Okay, sounds good then. A little down?
Is it? 9.6.
Just how it hit it looked a little down, but
9.6 maybe. Okay.
New spot here. It's always going to grab a little bit pebble-wise. Don't want to roll out because McCarville will give it a college try around that corner guard or tap it even.
Pretty nice.
Yep. 9.5. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Right
Roll it, Dawn.
Easy.
Roll it. Roll it.
That's good.
Nice.
very nice.
Good. Like, go, Caitlin? Probably 9.5, eh?
Yeah. Good
Sorry,
throw.
yeah.
Nice, Jen. 9-2.
Coach Victor Schell
Want to be
of Team Jones was saying that in the 4 years he's been with the team, he thinks that Jennifer's throwing it as well as she has.
Nose is good? Yeah. Okay.
Trains harder than ever. Works at it harder than ever. And of course, him, after his days with Nicholas Edin, now finds himself living in Canada.
Yeah, I ran into Team Jones after the slam in Chestermere, and they were out and they'd booked ice at the Glencoe, the training center, and they were a solid day of working. And
wow.
And I agree, Jen's throwing the best I have seen her in a couple of years.
No
and
question.
Super confident.
Rick Lang, meanwhile, is the coach of Team McCarville out of Thunder Bay. And when we were chatting, I said, thanks very much. And he goes, one more thing. And I said, what's that? He said, stop referring to us for not playing much. And he said, when we miss a shot, it's not because we haven't played 60 games. You never refer to a team that does play 60 and say it's because they play too much. And his whole point is that this is something that this team has elected to do. They play a limited schedule because of time and family occupations. They probably train and throw more stones than any of the other teams on the ice.
Right.
And he says, we are as technically sound as anybody. So would you please? And I said, okay, point made.
I take no.
But I agree with every bit of that, Cheryl.
They don't. Yeah, they don't take much time off at all.
No, and they throw it great, and it's because of all the practice. You can throw 60 rocks at lunch. You can go to a bonspiel and not get 60 rocks in. It'd be nice to have a balance, though.
Sorry,
So some of those strategy calls against somebody like Jones when there's 13 rocks in play, it's hard to learn that in practice.
It is, you remember losing a game because of the wrong call. And sometimes, that doesn't happen in a practice session.
But this team is tactically every bit as good as any team in this event, maybe better.
Now that says a lot right there. 12 blank ends this week, most in the field. That goes to the style of play. And 12, and unless this one hits the biggest bit of debris, this will make it 13. As it goes through the back, we'll put a blank on the board. Jones continues to lead at 1-0 on this Saturday night in Saskatoon.
By the time Jennifer Jones stepped on the ice for the 2013 trials, she was a 4-time Scotties winner and a world champion. The only thing missing from her resume was a trip to the Olympics. That would change in her hometown of Winnipeg. Jones, Caitlin Laws, Jill Officer, and Don McEwen would lose just once in round robin, finishing on top of the standings and securing a berth in the final. Facing Sherry Middaugh, Team Jones would never relinquish the lead.
Final stone, Jennifer Jones here in 2. And there it is. Wonderful shot. Crowd response.
Scoring 3 in the second, Jones would never look back en route to an 8-4 win. After falling short at 2 previous trials, Jones was finally going to wear the maple leaf at the Olympics. Team Jones, your 2013 curling trials champions.
Yeah, to do it at home, Winnipeg Arena, very special as you look at her other record, though, which is really mediocre to say the least. But 13, it was all golden for Jennifer Jones. Then going on to Sochi, and a double gold that year with Brad Jacobs winning the gold. And on the men's side of things, of course, Jacobs will get another chance as he plays another gold medal winner in the men's final tomorrow night at 8 Eastern Time. So here we are in the third after that blank. And yes, we are, you can argue, in the heart of curling in our country, in Saskatchewan, in Saskatoon. 1-0. Jones leads it. We go to 3, McCarville with last rock.
Back 12.
And as expected, Don McEwen, perfect center guard, and then perfect come around that center guard. You can't see an inch of this.
Gotta really go to get it by, though.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Might save the red.
Really good call if they do.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's good.
Good sweep, guys.
I
I got scared by the lights.
Okay.
You see them?
Yeah, but they were like right when you slid. Like as soon as you went.
I know, but they went red, green in my hand.
Yeah.
And I saw them.
I know.
Yeah, and I let go, and I was like, oh.
4 feet.
Yeah.
So that's the electronic handles. They've been, for the most part, working properly. There's still bugs in them. There we go. There's green. That's okay.
Line's tight. Be tight. Line's tight. You got to be tight. We are. Okay, room. Line's good. We're tighter in. Okay, whoa, then no. No. Get off. Clean it, Caitlin. Are we in?
We're really tight.
It's coming off. We're okay. Over curl. We're okay. Okay, Joss. Good. Nice spot.
Yeah.
You can roll to a corner.
Yeah.
We get it a little thicker.
You got it, Ash. Let's go.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close.
Got it? Oh. Well done. And to touch it to the back, too. Gets rid of her own, unfortunately, but that was the kind of thing we saw actually in that tiebreaker. You know, we had 4 blank ends to start, which was record. We haven't had in women's play in trials history 4 consecutive blanks. But there were rocks in play every end, and it was that kind of shot that led to the blank.
Would open it up. She was on fire during the tiebreaker and again now.
A little bit, yep. Top 12. Full 8. 5 speed was there.
Please, great.
Line's
top 4
good.
again. Line only.
T.
Back 4.
Room. We're going to come out the other side.
Yeah, this should hook really hard here because they're a little wider where it might curl more.
Finish it, actually. Whoa. Needs to sit. Very nice, Joss. That a girl.
Perfect. Couple choices here. Run it back, or you could tap that red behind the corners. And you could do that if you contact the shot rock at the same time.
I like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, but is it in her DNA, Krista McCarville, to play that?
Well, I think she looks at who she's playing because it's in Jen's DNA to then throw guard.
Got it. Another again. And now that's a red stone to be promoted. So you've got 2 reds out there, one sandwiched yellow in the middle.
Wouldn't mind sticking it.
What will it take, do you think, for her to go, McCarville to go and to use these corners? Something going deep, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would have to be it.
Okay, we're close.
And then maybe try and get your force or get your setup for your deuce that way.
Close. Bit of room. Should be good if your weight's good. Line's great. You can go. Line's great. Line's good. Gotta go. Top 4. Top 4.
Gotta sit.
Okay, whoa. Very nice, Caitlin.
And around their own they go. It looks like it may just be peaking on that outturn side.
I think so, because at least now we'll get that center one, right? Yeah. We've got 2 corners. Yeah. Make them guarded again if we don't get it, right?
Yeah, the guards are harder, seems.
Yeah, you make this and you've got 3 reds up there.
And they also made a good point. If they miss it, it obviously rolls away, and they have to kind of guard it perfectly, which is not a gimme. It's 5 feet of curl. It's tough to make a guard perfect.
Kendra Lilly.
Hard. Whoa.
Can they kick in that red one? Nope.
Nope. And it does open shot stone. Pushes that other rock way over now.
That's the only downside.
Top 8.
Think so. Even if I'm... Yeah.
Good try, Kendi.
This will be my line.
Yeah. Or do you like the guard?
No, I like coming in.
Okay. Out turn or in turn?
Whatever you know better.
Best guard is second shot sometimes.
Well, I think to your point with the swing, right? The guard, if you're off by an inch, they're chasing it.
To my good point, or my...
It was a decent point.
Just a point.
It's late in the week. It was an okay point.
Wow.
Mine's decent. You have room.
Scratching.
Yeah.
You are.
Full 12. Full 12. Okay,
we're top 8. Oh, we're top 8.
You can set up the double here. That's the only unfortunate thing.
Go deep. Yep. Back 4 even. Yep.
Finish it.
Peterman.
We're there.
Yep.
McEwen.
Yep.
And deep they will go.
That's good, Caitlin.
the importance of getting the weight call there. You know, you don't give a weight call and they let that come down in the double sits there, but they jumped on it and got lots of separation.
Well, here we go. We said behind the line, that's exactly what's going to happen. Victor going to try the freeze here. The other options, hit the top one, roll buried, you'd be shot rock. I don't love leaving the top one there, but I like the aggressive call.
A little bit of room. Close. Close on the weight. Room. Make sure we're here at some point. Line's getting good. Gotta go. Hard. We gotta go. Yes, go. Hard line.
Sapats and Sipola. Gotta go. Look at it go. My gosh.
Okay. Yep.
You know, we've seen this before through the years. This is one of those times, to my mind, that a brusher can look a little silly, a little foolish, because you know it's going to break. You almost have to continually brush. Once you wait for that break, then you've lost it.
Right, and I think the break and the weight, I think, you know, you might think out of the hand it's pretty close, but on this ice it seems right now like you have to be on it and then come off and it'll come down.
Kendra's at 2 or 3 over curls. I wonder, and they talked about it in the first time she was way light with that same shot. I wonder if it's the rock.
Yeah, because even to bounce on that yellow to tap it back would have been good.
It didn't look that light.
And I don't think the brushers were that worried.
It's pretty good too. Okay. She can't hit and roll and get shot, so.
Jennifer Jones, her first, has something going here without last rock. Lots of pressure now on Krista McCarville.
Yep. Keep it out there. Where? Tight. Can you get it in or no? No. Get it in if you can. Hard done. You got it. Hard done. Okay, whoa. Right there. Nice.
Boy, they got it in. They didn't think so. They said no.
Great spot. There you go.
Yeah, really good. You can't get the inside roll off the
You said no, I said yes.
top Yellowstone.
Tight. Can you get it in or no? No. Get it in if you can. Hard done. You got it. Hard done. Okay, whoa.
Just really good brushing
right
to get
there.
that.
Nice. Good, Jen. Nice. That, you mean? Just a thought. We'd be line 1.
Couple options. You could do that. You could do that. And you could even do that.
I don't mind it. Yeah. Either one. We just wanted to mention it as an option. Yep.
Right there.
Okay.
This is probably the easiest double, and if you make it, you're sitting one buried.
Like just gonna line it up.
Yep. And then how do we, you know? I mean, I like it if I make it. I know. We just thought even if you make the other double,
she's gonna suck one around.
Suck one or guard.
I do like this.
Okay.
Cheryl, do you see sometimes a team will leave this, see it, but not play it until their last chance, when really they should, in fact, go early for it?
Yeah, no, at times you do. I think they've weighed out both where if they played the center double, then Jen's probably guarding, and it'll be a really, really tough last rock for McCarville. So I like the thought process.
Got it, angle it back. Oh, and stuffed it. And it'll hang on, shot rock, back edge of the 4.
It's getting caught, the straighter of the 2 sides.
Yeah, I think so.
That was close, like Annie Marcurl. It spins out of there.
No, she threw it good enough to make it.
That one ran true.
Keep an eye on Kendra Lily's second rock. They're going right around now, eh?
Yep. That's where I think too, Russ, the brushers, and I don't know how you guys did it when you were playing, is that the brushers are probably the ones that can give the biggest indication that the rock, there's something.
Yeah.
You know, if they thought it was okay and it came down so hard, that's, and why not get rid of it?
Mine's great. Mine's perfect. Okay, tough balls. Top to eat. All you got. Go. Gotta go hard.
Right out of her hand.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Second back-to-back now, and look at this.
Hard, Caitlin.
One of the best in the business. If you wasn't throwing so well at third, you'd say, please throw front end. It's the amount of weight, the pounds per square inch that Caitlin Laws can get on that brush is remarkable.
Oh, it is. They've tested her and the pressure she can apply, and she's on her tiptoes. There's nothing on her feet. Watch her come out.
Hard, Caitlin.
The downward pressure.
Keep going, guys. Good second. Keep going. Right there.
Boy. Yeah.
Keep going, guys. Good second. Keep going. Right there.
Every ounce that she has on there.
Yeah.
Left with a real tough one here. This side's been warping, and you got to get by the guard pretty tight to tap your own if you're going to score. Tap it a foot, you'll give up one.
I think they are. I think I heard them say they'll concede here. I think they're just trying to cut them down.
Yeah.
It looks like lots, eh?
It does.
But it's also like
But it curls pretty nice, yeah. Like you're not shooting back line or anything, like you are shooting.
It does curl with back eight. Yeah. Let's make it.
So what do you think for T-line?
Facing two.
It's heavy.
I know.
It's heavy.
T, honestly,
yeah, I do. Everything I'm getting is like 85 to T.
Okay.
Tough
So now
one.
Yeah.
It's a little more curl on the side, but if they throw that extra weight to bump it, it might not have time to curl.
And now you have to believe that weight.
So we showed you that
Back
she
eight,
was
back 12.
the leader in blank ends, 13, and she's also number 8 in conversion, which again plays into the style of play. She's not going to get a lot of deuces. Oh, they're going to play the tap here. Look at this. Oh, very nice. Sit down. Oh, and it looks like it just did. Oh, goodness.
Great throw.
But Vincipula is there. Oh, nice to have that little bit of backing. Ooh, you betcha. It's our final weekend here in Saskatoon and this year's curling trials. A reminder to crave this November. Don't miss out on HBO originals, the latest hit movies, and groundbreaking shows, all streaming on Crave this November, and new plans starting as low as $9.99. So very nice tap for the single. We're tied at 1. Women's semifinal of this year's Tim Hortons curling trials. We go to 4, and it is Jones with last rock. So it is Jones with the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Okay, room.
Might be an advantage here for Jen not playing in the afternoon game because the ice is significantly heavier. And so for McCarville, they came off ice at a certain speed, and so having to adjust to that, and Jen's just, this is what it is.
Yeah, because that beautiful come around tap almost wrecked, and they were trying to make it curl and almost wrecked, and then they kept brushing it after and nearly went too far.
Yeah, and they seem to be throwing a lot, and Kendra's having trouble on hers coming down.
I didn't think you were going to be anywhere close.
So center from McCarville, corner from Jones. McCarville goes around hers. And now Jones with McEwen will go around their own corner.
And I love this call. Use the corner. You threw it. Get something secured around there, and then you can deal with what's happening in the middle.
Good sweeping.
Very nice.
Now it's something that Rick Lang said to me, he said they'll go with her, Jones, and then let her start to dig her way out.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty good, though.
You know, and in that way, Cheryl, maybe put some pressure on Jones and her last shot.
And I really do think you have to, but you have to be selective when you when you apply pressure and when you take that opportunity.
In this particular case, they kind of don't have a choice. They can't hit anything yet. It's still only 4 rocks down there. I like this a call. I think they can throw a long guard guarding the piece that's buried, and then Jones has to make a double peel to start playing around with that corner guard. Keep some separation here.
It's curling.
Yeah, it's curling too much.
Nice shot.
It's sharper in this night game, isn't it?
It is.
Just plain sharper.
Really grabbing. Now Jen will try and get some things flying in the middle, open that up.
Jocelyn loves these.
Jocelyn Peterman. And just drives it by their own. Does roll their shooter over to cover the edge of the 12. So remember, we talked about a honeymoon start for Jones. At least that's what their coach Victor Schell called it. When you look, she opened up with a win against Krista McCarville. That is their first and only meeting till this one. Now you go to the second half, and look what she did down the stretch with Anderson, Rock, Homan, and Fleury, losing 3 of 4. That's where those numbers, what did you say she was in her last 4? 60-something?
Herself 66, Jennifer personally, and the team was 87th for the first 4. The second 4, they're only 78, 9% worse. Now, sometimes that's due to who you're playing, but that's a concerning trend.
But Schell also said that, you know, sometimes you become complacent. He said, you know, you come out, you think you can just throw them and chuck them up and down the ice, but the other team wants to play. So
yeah, I think that
you
happens.
get caught.
I would think that happens for sure. And they were on such a roll. Sometimes a wake-up call doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Hard! Hard! Roll it, John. Roll it. Get it.
Got everything. Still leaves the off-center guard, but the shot rock is open.
Well done. Almost got shot stone.
Good throw.
So close. There you go. Good season.
Look at that back one. Oh, Caitlin had all the body English going for that.
Yeah, give her an answer.
Sure. What do you like?
Yeah, we like that.
Split?
Yeah. Yeah, just almost like
Okay,
cross it
back
and bump
4.
it here and roll under.
Okay.
You gotta give her an answer, guys, on those.
So,
T-line.
Yeah, a little more than win.
Boy, T-line's minimum. You're not going to move very far if you leave a double. Jones has already got one buried, and you can't get at it.
A little deep right now.
Yeah, back 4.
Hard line.
Oh, it's curling big.
Really hard. Hard. Hard passes. Whoa, we're on the yellow.
Well, we gotta
We're
bounce
on
and
the
try to
yellow.
roll it to guard.
No, we can't roll it. It's rolling way off. It's too much.
Oh my goodness. That picker,
I feel like it picked.
I don't know.
So when it comes to Krista McCarville, who wound up 4 and 4, she started off poorly. Look at that, losing 3 of 4 and then winning 3 of 4 to finish at 4 and 4. But make a note of that game with Tracy Fleury. They lost 9-2, and then they had a practice. And Rick Lang says, we went back to a style of rotation that we had used a couple of years ago. More rotation, something that we've seen from Mao out of Scotland. We've seen Guju spend a month, he said, at home trying to develop it, and also putting a little pop on the release, just because the stones, the ice, everything's just a little sharper.
That says a lot for the talent and probably the amount of practice they do, that they can switch gears like that and add that rotation and pop at will and be consistent at
so
it.
what do you think that would have been?
I thought you were like
that was
back
back
4.
8?
Yeah, back
Okay.
8. Yeah.
It's had 4 over curls so far. That last one looked like it picked.
Yeah, there's. I feel bad for Kendra because she seems confused. Did it pick, or is there something with that rock?
Where are we? Light. Go hard.
Again.
Hard. It's really going sideways. It's a guard.
Yeah, we're not there.
Okay, well leave it on center. We can.
Was that light too? Yeah, that was light.
Sorry, that was light. Sorry, Kendra, but that was light.
Yeah, that was way less. I want
that one looked light at your hand, but I don't know what you're getting.
Probably if I throw what I threw last time here, that's T line.
I like that same weight, yeah. Coming down looked good. This one looked light out of your hand.
Line's good.
Well, same path here. Let's see what
Top 8.
Caitlin Laws can do with hers.
Got room. We're top 4. Top 4. Clean it. Unless you're heavy, just fully. Joss is rock.
Wait's really close.
Hit the line. Make it good. Got a curl.
Hard, Joss. You gotta get
Wait
it
as
in
long
there.
as you can.
Hard, Joss. You gotta get it in there.
Hard.
Hard, Joss.
And in they go. Look at that. Very nice.
Gotta go, 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 go.
Nice.
As they get it to the top 8.
Really nice. Gotta girl. Really nice.
Carrie, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came off a little once
A
you got
little,
to the
yeah,
line.
nice.
Yeah, makes sense. Good scrub.
My girl.
Eight. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and then if we hit follow that.
Yep.
Are you just trying to follow them down now, or would you like to even, or is there room to get around that?
I don't think there's room to get around, so I think you're just following it down, maybe freezing on it.
Top 8. Okay. Try to keep the angle if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I ask. I should just listen.
To us.
Okay. Yeah.
Dangerous situation here. You're going around a corner without hammer. They've already got 2 buried.
Weight's close. Line only right now. Line only right now. We're there.
Bumping.
McCarville needs to bail her team out here.
Gotta go.
As we play Skip Stones.
Yep. We're there. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
Keep the angle.
Nice shot, Krista.
Really nice.
shot.
Oh, just at the right time.
Well done. She needed that.
Best you could do. Really good. The weight was good, eh?
What'd you have on
84.
that? Yeah. So I lied.
Nice shot.
It's like an 80.
Good weight. I got 14.3.
Well, that would have been.
Oh, we should try to keep that angle a bit more.
We haven't really been in this line, hey?
No.
4.5.
So just going back to
4 and 3.
Kendra Lilly's
Yeah,
stones.
like that.
If the skipper can put it there, is it then more, do you think,
That seemed okay.
Lily and her delivery and her throws?
Like,
Yeah, I think maybe she has one bad rock, and then
Okay.
that kind of plays in your mind, and you don't quite know what to do with the other one, and now she's guessing on weight. I think she's just a little bit lost on the weight.
No.
You know, you get into a fresh track, and so then that plays in your
Yep.
mind, and if
Yep.
you've got a rock that's different, it seems how you start out is how you go, so she's just going to have to gather herself and figure out and get some help from the team around her.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Close.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Full 8.
Going to go the other way. Jones with her first.
Got the T. Gotta go. Full 8.
I've got to be fully.
Now again. Here comes Laws. Boy. Doesn't get there for second. So 1, 3, 4 belong to Jones.
I thought they were going to be here. Maybe.
Yeah, me too.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You were to kick the guard. Yeah, still got to
Exactly what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we draw.
Yeah, the intern draw
You
is
guys like this?
probably the easiest.
Yeah, I don't mind it because.
Yeah. I don't think we can hurt ourselves. Even if you hit the guard, I don't think.
You can hurt yourself if you throw normal weight. Pick it clean.
Out hard. Yeah, I was thinking.
Depends on the speed.
Okay.
Intern draw looks
Kind of what I was
tight. I wonder if she
True.
could even come with the outturn, Russ.
hitting it here.
Around everything?
Yeah, wide
yeah,
side.
Sure. Sure.
I like playing a bit of weight at it though. I hope
boy.
because the way you're gonna kind of hit that.
Yeah.
And
You've gotta
roll
hit
off, like to do any damage.
A thick third of this to
Maybe
get
like
the
10 and
yellow
a
one
half.
far
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. Yeah, we like it.
And it's buried.
But then where does your shooter go?
It could be great. It could be right behind the one that Jen just threw. kind of weight is he thinking, Cheryl?
I think board.
Third though, right? Like, yeah.
Board, maybe control. Ooh, you don't have a lot of that.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
You don't want to pick it.
No.
It's a 4 if you pick it. Always pick the right speed first.
10.5.
So just easy control.
So as it rides this line, watch that line. When it starts to bust off that line, you got to get it by your own coming up. Get it by that one there. Oh, no, she will not. And now she's moved it over and just allowed a little more room at it.
Oh, we had to hit last kicker. Oh, good try.
Good try. Oh, thought you were by.
Just, she throws it so clean. It's like a machine. I just love to see a little less weight, and you can take more ice and maybe don't have to skinny those guards by a 1/8 of an inch. That was gold if it gets by.
She's very fortunate, Krista, that she made that terrific freeze on her first one, because I don't think there's anything more than a 2 here.
How much more room is that?
And that's big.
Okay.
I think it'll run a bit better. That was a 14.5.
I agree. Second one, I think.
Yeah. I think I can
Jen,
throw the same.
true to Jen, she looked for a while for some way to manufacture more than 2.
I don't want to.
I want more.
And to your point, this is a little tougher draw because of her first one stopping light. Now they've got a little smaller port to get through on the intern side here with that long guard.
And does because it came up light, does she overthrow this?
Yeah,
it's,
I agree.
Does it get in your head that you have to add a little more?
This looks like plenty of ice if she's a little heavier, because it won't curl much until the hog line. She knows that, though. She knows that it'll curl eventually.
Final stones hitting the 1. Top 8.
Close, squeeze close. Line's good, yeah.
Got to get it off that guard. Got to get it off the guard. Now it goes. Can you carry it there? Need the full 8. Again, one more time. Here comes Laws to the rescue. Laws to the rescue, and they will not be able to. Oh, did you? No. Missed opportunities on both sides. Settled for a single. Jones has the lead. Saturday night in Saskatoon. And it's the women's semifinal of the Tim Hortons curling trials. Missed opportunities, 2-1. Jones leads McCarville, and it's the team from Thunder Bay. It does have last rock playing the Redstones. And a reminder, of course, we'll all be in Thunder Bay for this year's Scotties, or next year's Scotties, January 28th through February the 6th. Everything a little earlier, of course, because of the almost 1 month Olympic break. January 28th, February 6th, Thunder Bay.
Roll. Okay.
That's light, eh?
I gotta give you a couple more.
Top 4.
Yeah, tossed her here. 4 was good.
Yeah. 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex.
A little bit for line.
Hate to say it, but we've come to expect that.
Woven, just woven. Yeah, you gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Top 4. Hard.
Peterman.
You're by.
Laws.
Might come out in the open here.
Oh, and by it is.
Sit.
And yes, into the open, right in that hole, actually.
Just went sideways. That's where Krista played that tap, and I thought she was going to be on the guard.
Oh, man. And they were trying to make it curl.
You have to throw the out.
We can't hit that one though, eh?
I know, but you gotta throw the out.
Yeah, like here? So like 9.
Whatever you like, sure. 9.5.
Let's go, Sarah.
You get through the hole with anything close to normal, you're going to hang around.
Yeah.
Good point, though. You can't hit the yellow and they get to put it back.
Whoa! No! Ash, hard! Hard, Ash, you gotta go! Go. Hard, Ash! Hard, keep going!
Well, she's doing it.
Whoa.
Boy, look at that. Hey, well worth that 97%. And then that'll spill into the open. So really good Play so far by the leads, Potts and McEwen.
Great brushing. They almost overdid it. This was on that yellow one for quite a ways down the sheet.
Whoa! Go, go, go. Yep, go, go, go.
Jocelyn Peterman.
He's nice, I think. Whoa, whoa. Wait, good. Whoa, no, no. Good. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Yes. Go big, go big, go big.
Nothing, nothing.
Yep,
No,
yep,
no.
yep, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No.
And
Sorry.
go big and take it all the way back. Back edge of the 8.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah, I
wide
like to come
in.
around.
Whatever one she calls. guys.
Whichever one.
Yeah, back ring. You can kind of switch
Yeah.
gears here.
Time to go here.
Let's believe it.
Yeah, that's the best statement you'll ever hear. Let's believe it. Lace changes. Might have clipped a bit more. They might be pulling the temperature down because of the big crowd.
We need full 8.
But it's still very manageable. You just got to believe it. Just a hair slower. That's flying.
Gotta let it die. Right, just when we finally believe it.
So when I go back to what I was saying and telling you about this meeting and the after the loss to Fleury. So they're adding more rotation, popping the release.
75.
Does that naturally mean that the stone is going to glide a little bit more?
It will. The rotation definitely will make the stone glide down the sheet a little bit more. You know, soft handles, they can kind of plow and dig in, and you don't get that carry as much as you do with a nice rotation. And I think that came from, that was Monday, wasn't it, Vic? So on Sunday night, they textured the rocks, and that's when they found out that they needed that rotation.
Lots of room. Top 8. Get off for a sec. Yeah, we can get off. Like, let's stay on, I think. Okay, go, Caitlin. Yep.
Which is smart. And to be able to do it.
Hard, Caitlin. Yep, yep.
Very nice.
Okay.
We got 14. Do the run. Yes, about half.
Nice.
About half. A small half. That's pretty high.
Yeah, I don't mind going
Whichever
for it.
then.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, that's good.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Bob? Sure.
Seems to be the two head-to-head matchups right now are at the second position between Jocelyn and Ashley, both playing amazing.
It's like hot. Yeah. Easy bump. Hot.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Lily and Potts.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go again. Little crash. Opens up the shot stone. Now there's a stagger covering the 4-foot. That stone come in. May have just a little bite.
Oh, it is.
That's on.
I think we ought to come around the stagger.
Yeah. Or do you straight guard? Try to come here.
Okay. I think so.
You seen with the top 8?
I've seen the out, yeah.
Even like right there. Okay.
Fair to say the ice has got this McCarville team, for the most part, a little bit fooled here.
Yeah.
It's tighter ice.
Or not.
Yeah.
More so than Jones, other than Jennifer missed both her draws. Last end. You just need kind of a crisp release, I think. You don't have to spin it as much as just you soften it away it goes.
Okay. Line's good.
And kind of as I mentioned earlier, I think it's a bit of a disadvantage that you just played and it was a certain way, and you know, Team Jones is just accepting what is there.
True.
Maybe McCarville's team is fighting it a bit.
Perfect spot, Caitlin. Really good.
Jen. Ooh, guys, I don't know about this one.
Pretty thin, but I think
And watching the monitors, watching all his
like the hit and roll. We thought hit and roll.
the monitors that he has, and the all the little things that he has embedded in the ice, telling him. So Greg Orozco and the crew keeping and monitoring everything. Tell you again, it's been very mild. It's dropped now. It's about -3 outside, but it's milder than it was earlier in the week. And yes, this is the biggest crowd that we've had, certainly. What did your dad always say, Russ, about being an ice maker? About the fact that you make
4 friends and 4 enemies every game. Yeah, it's so true.
Just playing the hit and roll, hey, not taking on the double.
Oh, it took off on them. Had the double made too.
Coming back.
What? We can't get curly when it's close.
No, I know, I agree. We weren't going to.
Well, she's calling Ash.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We just, sorry, she just wasn't calm.
1, 2,
It just looked hard.
So where, like, if you hit all you could see,
Yeah.
you're missing it anyway.
Do you want to hit and roll in? Or nose? Okay. Whatever you're seeing, though. I really like this. Okay, if you like it, I'll go for it. Yeah, you can see mine here, yeah. Top button. I was a little snug on mine. Okay. I think I can throw a similar.
Is that a skip?
Yeah.
Reading the other team at this point in time?
Yes, very much. And Jen is one of the very best at, you know, she has a game plan, but she really plays her game based on what she's seeing the opposition doing and what she's seeing her team doing and her players throwing. And I think that's smart, just smart.
That was one of her keys too. In a big game like this, you make your move with Caitlin Laws. She's been the dependable one forever.
Make it good. Yeah, line straight. Louie, make it good. You need top button. Hard.
Make it
We're
good.
there. We're there. Aren't we? Really close.
Peterman.
Yeah, we're T-line real hot.
McEwen.
I did.
Look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Yes, Caitlin. Great shot. Nice pair. Nice pair. Oh, that was scary. Sorry, Don.
That's why sometimes you can see the players on Team Jones, their numbers can be pushed down a bit because those are the shots. You know,
I did.
the hit and stick is a 90% shot, but that's a tougher one.
Just perfect. Now they have to waste one on this double corners. They might leave the red here the way this one's going.
And they do.
Slid tight.
Got to turn it around here soon.
Yeah, this is this would be the time in another, he'd call a timeout, not for strategy, just for a head clearing.
Okay, so might have to just run them.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Now we are in the fifth, so the break is coming up.
Yeah.
And no one wants that break more than Rick Lang.
And there's to our point of the first half compared to the second half of the week. Oh yeah, we saw, of course, those draws coming up light. She missed a draw for a deuce. In 4 came up light. Both of them were.
Yes.
Line's good. 4 feet. It's clean. Just clean. Gotta sit. No done. No done. Just gotta sit. Just clean it. Line's great. It's gonna have to finish. Oh. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Gotta close that hole now.
They lost that one too. They're just grinding in.
Finished, but then I heard hard, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, I think it was for me. Yeah. Good throw.
There's room there.
Does that look there from down there? Yeah.
Shoot.
Probably.
I thought it was a rock keeper. Shoot. Could have just shown her the other side. Shoot, that's my bad.
Yeah, just. Can't play any more than that, I don't think.
Like, you don't have to get to nose. No.
Yep.
Sorry, I thought it was just coming.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Well, we tried, and if I mean, you got to
I think she can make the double here. That's pretty.
Yeah.
The way it curls, you should be able to, but
Might be there.
Well, bump around. I don't think you're really going to move them.
This is going to really curl.
Okay, we're thinking like 10 and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Try to get it off the button if we can touch it.
Yeah.
Getting to the hole's the
Probably
key, though.
you
Just
curl it
if
off
you
the
could get rid of
guards,
one
yeah.
of them, you got a shot in your next one.
10 and a half.
and you have to throw some weight. That's the only downfall at this.
Yeah, I'm not sure they can make the double. We're going to give it a go.
Yeah. 10. Hard.
Boy, did she let go before they called her on here, because it's coming up. You got to get through the hole. Here comes that yellow guard, center line. Got to get it by that first. Oh, through. Did it touch it? It looked like it may have.
Okay,
And now rolling underneath to sit 2 and 3.
Wow, that was a great roll under. To sit second and third.
Had to be lighter to make it, but great shot.
I was worried, Russ, out of her hand that they weren't going to hold it.
No kidding.
Touch it. Oh. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Still better. Now we have that.
No. And then the roll.
Beautiful shot. Chance to sink another one, though. Two buried.
He still is that hole there, though, to get the shot stone?
Well, it depends on where this one stops.
Okay.
Right now, if you let her throw again, she can throw the exact same shot for 3. I got a feeling there's going to be one in the way. Got to be careful where you put it, though.
See, Kendra Lilly has the stopwatch ready. So does Krista McCarville. Draw weight so far a problem for Jennifer Jones, though.
Line's good. Top eat. Get out there, yes. You need full eat at least.
Line's great. Make it good.
Hard line. Hard line. Where are you? Top 12. You need full eat. You need to be here. Caitlin.
Again.
Hard.
Can you save another one, Caitlin? Can you save another one? Oh, it looks like they have. My gosh.
Oh,
they got it there.
She's like the Energizer when she comes in there.
And if it doesn't get there, if it's 3 inches lighter, the hole's still there. The same shot that was just played by McCarville for 3. Well,
Like,
brushed.
not light, but it's a pretty good spot.
Where are you? Top 12. You need full eat.
This is the third, maybe 4th time she's done this to pick up for either Peterman or McEwen. And this time, drags it enough.
Nice. You're good. Really nice, Jen. Nice shot.
I mean, we need full 8 at least.
Yeah.
Right? This.
Yeah.
If that had stopped there, it would have been a hit for 3. Just well brushed. I thought they might try this one again. Cheryl, that's the one they made in the first end.
It looks easier to me than this draw.
You're right. Even if you just touch it, it's you're only 2 down.
Same as she shot this way. That in out.
Okay. No, it's
You
nice.
are.
Yeah.
It's just once it gets.
It's a perfect line.
Very
Yeah.
surprised at this.
Yeah, just block the hidden enough. Like. Think out.
It's not as if they've seen it either.
No.
Not hasn't been mentioned.
Not this wide. Oh, you mean, and not this wide. They haven't seen this path either. It's just a hair wider than they've been playing.
But they haven't talked about the angle raise.
Right. Yeah, you could just throw draw weight down there and give up a steal of 1 at the most.
Good rotation.
Yeah. Line's good.
Okay, so Carvel out of her hand. They like it. Potts, Sippola. This is, oh boy. Oh boy, here we go.
Go, 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 go.
Gosh.
Go, 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 go.
This does not look good here, ladies. Does not look good here.
It's not there for line either.
2.
It is 2. Wow. Jones steals 2. It's time for a meeting with the coach, Rick Lang.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires and OK Tire.
With his temperature gun in hand, Greg Owasco, the head ice technician, talking with the chief umpire, Brett Waldroff. There you go. Just checking to make sure everything's all right. But it's something that's got McCarville and the team, Rick Lang, talking now, maybe trying to kick a little harder. They think the ice is a little soft. And we just got that sense again on that last one by Krista McCarville. And she comes up like, what do you see?
Well, I mean, Jen had McCarville in trouble in that third end, but then McCarville made that great tap for her single, got herself out of some trouble. And it's not always the throwing that puts points on the boards. You look in that 5th end, Caitlin Law's brushing that shot, so they sit 2, creates that steal of 2. We said Kendra Lilly had to have one of her big games, 86% she's coming off of in the tiebreaker, but she's struggling with that weight, and Caitlin is not.
So 4-1. Jennifer Jones leads it as they gather with their coach, Victor Schell, the winner we'll move on to tomorrow's final against Tracy Fleury. It's the curling trials from Saskatoon. All dressed for the holidays, and we have seen the best teams in Canada in Saskatoon for this year's trials, and boy, we've seen some wonderful shots so far, and we're bound to see even more over the next day.
Is he playing red, yellow, or just a straight pick here, Kathy?
I think he's playing a straight pick, but he's definitely not coming off the guard.
Yeah! So big weight in turn, final stone, Matt Dunstone. Just a sliver. Oh man, what a shot.
Sir Jekyll.
That's a pistol, and a little smile there from Matt Dunstone.
Kevin Cooey's electing to try to run. Trouble with his landing gear. Run his corner guard in to try to get to shot stone.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that is it. Ooey gooey. Good. And you can vote for your favorite HEI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by HEI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. Oh, listen, you know, a little popcorn with a donut chaser? How good is that? How can we come here every night, Mom?
It's fabulous.
Just fill them up with sugar.
And then let them spin.
And then just try to put them to sleep. 4-1. Jones leads after that steal of 2. We go to 6. Welcome back to Saskatoon on this Saturday night. And once again, it will be Krista McCarville and the team from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay. It does have the last rock playing the Redstones here in 6. Jocelyn Peterman.
4 feet tight. Light center. Nice and tight. Just tight. Okay, we're in over.
Well, with the ice being a little bit trickier, and Jennifer, who will not run and hide, and tough to do in 5 rock, still a good, really good chance for McCarville, and they've got a couple corner guards up. Nobody's completely comfortable with the draws. They're coming down a little bit harder, and it'll leave opportunities.
Yeah. Okay. Think I like bump. Okay.
Make it
Or like firm bump. Firm bump. Yeah.
Okay, you got
And
it.
you're,
Let's go.
even McCarville or anybody who wants to play the wide open game has to then, when you're down by 3, put up the corners. I mean, you have to. You just can't play open and expect to come back.
You do.
You're going to take some chances.
No, you will, and those corners are perfect example of what she needs to do. And bring the weight down. I love this weight call.
Whoa, whoa, Kendra, Kendra. Hard. Roll it.
Get this roll.
Hard, Sarah, hard. Go, 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 go. Good sweeping, guys.
Just about.
I knew I could tell it.
Forward.
Forward. Okay.
Forward, wait.
Should be just nice and gradual. Yeah. My draws here, once I got off the line, finish nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, retreat. Hard, John. Hard.
Little big if anything.
Hard. Hard.
Peterman.
Hard.
McEwen. Oh, they got it by. Look at this roll. Can you tuck it underneath? Oh, not quite there.
Speed was good.
So we know that this McCarville team seems to be bothered by the ice. What have you been able to find out?
But just talked to Greg, and he said he's had it a little bit colder because you never know how big the crowd's going to be. It's a massive crowd, but he thought it might be even bigger with the ticket sales. So you keep the brine down because of the extra heat in the building. So it's a little colder. It means the pebble's crisp, not soft, and the rocks are biting because they were sanded a week ago, so or Sunday night. So it's just a little slower, and it will, as the temperature of the ice comes up, the speed will come back to the way it's been all week.
So it's something then, Cheryl, that team has to adjust to.
They do. I mean, ice changes, and I think what you have to, I had a great coach years ago, Dennis, who, you know, he said to me, when the ice is different, the worst thing you can stand out there and do is complain. You just need to give each other the facts of what it is. Ice will change. The crowds change. It will be different, but really deal with it and don't use it as an excuse. That is probably the biggest thing. And you can see Jennifer's team, they're talking about what's happening, but it's not they're just dealing with it.
Line's good.
Have that chat about the facts of ice.
Top court. Line straight. Top court. Let it work if you can. Lead as long as you can. Running.
Stay down, Joss. Thanks.
Dawn's rock.
You're rock.
You gotta finish it. Hard. You gotta get it in there, Dawn.
Have to come
hard. It's gotta get in there, Dawn. More. Good.
I think the other advantage here too is this team plays on a lot more surfaces, and you've got Dawn McEwen, and Dawn started off 100%. She was come arounds, back 8, top 8, freezes, splits, and she knew the speed, and she can relate that to her team.
Worm. 10.5.
Sarah.
Go, Sarah. Hard, Sarah, hard. Hard. You really gotta go.
Hard.
Hard. Okay. I think that will more. 10.5. 10.5? Yeah. 10.4 I got. 10.4.
Not getting any offense going on.
Hey, Kaylin.
They talked about switching the rocks up because Kansas were coming up a little bit light, and now what do you do if your rocks are a little quicker? It's tricky.
Well, one of the two of them, I don't know if it was Ashley or Sarah, said, you know, we're just not getting any offense, and that's exactly the point where you're not making Jennifer Jones chase. You're not setting up those come-arounds and forcing some mistakes out of the opposition.
Yeah, she's still dictating play even though she's up 3.
Hard. Full 12. Hard.
Tight.
Hard. Get a bite. Gotta be in. Hard. Keep going. Okay, it's sweet. Good. Draw around a corner. Sorry. Corner or around your no, around the corner. I like it.
Yep.
Here's a chance. 2 corners, and you can use the centers at some point.
Whichever.
I might use the centers now.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah. I mean, that out-turn around
Actually, this looks better.
the yellows looks really good to me.
More curl to the middle, too. I like that idea. Just don't be deep.
Like 85. Yeah.
Because the problem is, I think Jen will just go.
Oh, yeah.
And then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're buried, so am I.
Yeah, watch this. And I'm closer to the pin.
Weight's close. Okay, line's good.
Weight's good.
This one looks perfect.
Weight's there.
Close there right now. Don't want to.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
We're there on its
Line's
own.
really good. Stay close, Ash.
We're T on its own. We're there.
Yep.
Bury it.
Yep.
Whoa. We're there.
Nice, Kendra.
Nice shot. I made a draw. Woo! Finally.
Well,
Very
but
nice.
you need something, and that may go a long way.
Thank you. No, not in a bit.
That's awesome.
Maybe just need a
Here's to your point.
In the forefoot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking 14 here, even after the mop.
Yeah, I like that.
We haven't thrown this
Yeah.
yet.
There it is, the mop. And the fact that when the ice crew comes out and just chamois the ice a little bit seems to be a little bit quicker, huh?
And the experience of that and remembering it. Most teams know it, but they forget.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you get all caught up in the game and the strategy.
And it's like, oh, right. The 6th end, and it's fast.
The other thing that sets this up is Caitlin's come around was missed the proper way. Instead of being back 4 foot, she ended up light.
Back 8. Back 12. Lots of line.
T-line, back 4. Back 4, Caitlin. Back 8 even.
This might over curl.
Stop. Back
Yeah, it's
8.
going to be in the open if it's back 4.
Sit. Caitlin.
Sorry.
That slowed down. That looked really heavy.
It does. Yeah. It's pretty buried.
Yeah, you got a chunk.
Yeah, you're right. Bigger chunk than I thought. What's that?
I was just saying you got a piece.
Yeah. 56.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back
The way
12.
this curls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep, I like that.
Right.
Sure. You can almost nose it. God. The way it arches at the
It
end.
does go sideways. Think a little more. More?
I think the tougher part is figuring out the weight. Like
This is the spot in this end, Vic, that
Thinking back 12.
it's going to go one way or the other.
No.
You don't make this one, I'm not sure what you're doing. Angle raise, maybe.
It's like tight
Make it good. You still get a chance for a potential 3 if Jennifer cooperates.
yeah, it warps.
It does warp.
Sure.
Hear more, Kendra.
Wow. Do you want to hear that? Do you want to be told that it warps?
Well,
I guess you have to be honest.
you need to
right?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good feedback. I do think this warps less than the one Jennifer just threw, the other turn.
Yeah, the out turn went crazy.
Back 12, Becky. Yep. Hard.
Center line guard, just top edge of the 12 is the one they're going to have to fight to get by. And here it comes. Oh, can you this time? Have you? No. And that opens up the shot rock as that spins over and sits down for, it looks like it's third shot.
All right.
I think it is.
Yeah,
That was perfect weight, but it warped, and she threw it really well.
Shoot, good weight.
More ice, eh?
Yeah.
That was so close.
Yeah.
I truly
Yours
think
slid
what you said
nice.
earlier, they just played, and it wasn't like this. And it's just hard to get that out of your head.
It is. You just played 11 ends on a.
You're concentrating at your full potential on every shot on a straighter surface, and then you have to make that adjustment.
Hey, Jen.
Okay.
Hey, Jen. Line secondary, as long as we've got it, we'll get a piece tucked. Yeah. They're second and third, so.
What are you thinking for speed here?
I'm thinking 4.5.
Yeah.
I think it's better
Quite
than
a bit
what I
nicer.
just threw.
Yeah. Yes. Let's make it.
Top 4 half buried. There's no double, and you're guarding the back one. The mistake here would be heavy, so it doesn't curl enough and set up a yellow double for potential 3. I don't see it under curling.
I'm good.
No, no.
Line's great.
Jones in her last has one. Already sitting shot rock.
T.
Back of the button.
Needs to curl.
Curl.
Hard on.
Push. Hard on.
Push.
Where? T. Back 4. Yep. Straight. Hard.
Get it low.
They left something here.
Boy, oh boy.
But at least.
Full hit at that.
And I think we are. I think we're 9.5.
Boy.
Think it'll come up that much?
Now, it might jam, but that goes.
Yeah.
It's probably for 2, Cheryl.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing, Russ.
But that center guard up there has been a problem.
Yep.
It's long. Oh, yeah, it's there.
If you can get it, hit it dead on with speed, you might get the back one thin enough that it could go across the top.
Need
You guys
something.
like 9.5 or do you like 10?
That's good. No, I like 9.5.
2 would be.
Yeah.
2 would be massive the way this end's gone. They really haven't got anything in the right spots yet.
We got to get to the nose. Yeah.
Oh,
This is the best chance they've had for a 2 this game.
Yeah, it's
No.
more wide open than I thought it was.
We know it curls
I think that was a perfect line.
or warps.
Have you got a
9.5.
double here to bring those 2 into play? Watch that center line now. Watch it. Stay with it. Get it by. That one coming up. Stay by. Get by. What do you got?
Go.
Oh, they get their deuce.
Brilliant.
Really well done.
Jennifer Jones with her last left the opening. And McCarville went right through. Wow. One mistake. And it's turned into a couple for McCarville. Well, sometimes you maybe over dramatize things and think, that would have been the game. But I think really that shot would have been the game had she not made this for the deuce.
Well, and really have Jen come up a little bit light. I don't even know what shot Krista may have had here. So this is the door open just slightly, but you still have to make this shot, and it's in a swingy spot. She throws it super well with the right weight. They barely get it by this top guard.
Which may be most surprising, that actually did curl up for her with that kind of weight.
It's a swingy spot. Double for 2.
And this really is a key shot. It's brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be okay.
Well, you give up a steal of 2 there, and it's game over.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Krista McCarville's at 68%. It's the best 68% I've ever seen. Slid into the rings here, though, Cheryl. I thought they might throw a second one out front. It's not that risky, really, at this level. Now you burned another end here for McCarville. Jones even scores a single in 8. And she's fairly safe, 2 up playing 9. Kind of did the same thing against Anderson, but it worked.
yeah, it did work.
Queen. Good, Ash.
9.5.
Oh, shoot. You got Jess.
So again, you're playing the scoreboard. I think if you're Jones, this is the 7th. Get through the blank if you can, and then take the hammer to 8.
Oh, they're loving this end.
Caitlin, no clean.
No pressure applied, and you just need to.
Nice shots, Don.
Try to roll in.
Sorry.
Trying to save energy on your words, just going pressure ply.
I was going to make just 2 words into one.
Yeah.
God,
it's a long week, Charles. Patience, I like it.
Save some energy for tomorrow. There's 2 more games.
That was actually quite creative of me.
So.
Really hard. Hard, you got to go really hard.
So some parent next time is going to say to their child, "You don't ply yourself in school." How many times did I hear that?
Speed okay there? Yeah, your speed is great.
You and me both.
Yeah, Vic only applied himself. Damn, I'm trying.
Clean. Clean it.
Up and down the sheet.
Maybe a hair bigger, but looks good. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Off. Good. Nice. Good. Hair bigger. 9-2. Let's go, Kendra.
Now, once the ice temperature starts to come up, it'll get what we call greasy. It'll get a little bit keener. Some of those type of shots might not bite as much. The houses will be livelier. So.
What are you speaking of? I mean, what kind of shots?
A pitch to straight draw even.
Okay.
It's just, I think it's going to curl a little less. They're going to be able to brush it farther.
Clean.
You could overbrush something pretty easy.
No kidding.
I got 9-4.
If it is changing and both teams are aware of that, the temperature, then it's really about relaying conversations, the communication. If you see something, say it, because that might be the difference in making a shot before the opposition does. And the brushers tend to see stuff first because they're walking down beside rocks and the rock will slide more, or they'll think that it has, you know, not enough weight, but it slides quite easily. So that helps a lot, translating that information to the thrower.
Go. Okay.
I've got the schematics from Greg right in front of me in live time, and it's gone up from 22.1 to 22.4 in most areas of the sheet, of the 4 sheets. So it is going up a hair.
It looked like every lick was just that.
Halfway. Nice and tight if you can. At least here.
This is sliding a little better, right?
Yep, here,
Yeah,
guys.
there you
tight,
go.
Tight. Hard.
See, and I think that's the thing the brushers will pick up first, probably before the thrower.
Okay.
Shot.
Nice.
Now, even if you roll for a corner, you might see Team McCarville go around it this late in the end, trying to get that single out of Jones.
Whoa, 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 Joss. Good speed. Joss. You're fine, just Joss and drop, but yeah, Joss. Good, good. Nice.
Well, Saskatoon has been a busy place this week with the event, the New Holland World Junior Qualifying event at the Granite here in Saskatoon, and the Northern Ontario women were winners, and the Nova Scotia men will represent Canada. And so we offer our congratulations to the women's team from Sudbury, skipped by Isabel Ladouceur, Jamie Smith, Lauren Rahala, Katie Shaw, Katie Lukowicz, and their coach Steve Ackroyd. And from Nova Scotia, from Halifax, skip Owen Purcell, Joel Kratz, Adam McEachran, Scott Weagle, and their coach Anthony Purcell. And they will represent Canada at the World Junior Curling Championship to be played March 5 through 12 next year in Jönköping in Sweden. So good luck, congratulations, and good luck.
Oh, now we're seeing some of the slide.
Yep.
Make that.
And a little less curl.
Yeah, that sure didn't warp in.
Like 5.
Yeah.
If she has a pocket
We
there.
also have been talking about, like, is it coming up? It's like,
Honest to goodness,
maybe a little. It's tough. It's tough to tell. I keep thinking it's gonna. I'm like, maybe it's not. I don't know. Like, do you think?
I love Ashley's attitude on the ice.
Incredible.
She's talking it through, and they're figuring it out. And
9. Take it.
Like, shouldn't be through if it's the same weight. But what did you have? Like, Kendra's tight guard, I thought that I didn't
had
think we were
16.
gonna get that tight.
I had 16. Like 416.
And like my hog to hog still, I don't know.
Hog to hog can fool you in a night like this, because what's it doing from the hog line to the rings? It was stopping dead. Now they're starting to glide.
you know what I think helps a bit better is doing hog to stop, because
Yes,
then you
absolutely.
get. And I've switched in the middle of games sometimes to try to figure ice out because of that.
Yep. Get the yellow out of there. Good.
Pocket.
Good throw, Jen. Nice toss. Similar weight.
Curl up my hair more.
Yeah. Same kind of thing. Similar weight. I took less ice. Okay.
Your weight was perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of ice.
Yeah.
She playing down to those?
Yes.
She is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking a little less.
Final stone here in 7 for Krista
All
McCarville.
the way back.
Pretty good opportunity.
Mine's good. Room if you can. Curl a bit. Gotta go for weight. Hard, Sarah. Sorry. Here, Sarah.
And here comes Kendra Lilly too now.
Kendra, go.
Not far off.
Yep. Go.
Go,
Kendra.
Go, Kendra. Good sweeping.
Oh, figured something out.
Yeah. Good sweeping. Nice.
Great try.
Just had it curled slightly more.
It goes.
Would make this tough.
If that curls a little more.
Yeah, a little more curled. I'm not sure you can get it out, but now you can definitely get it out, and your shooter should roll just far enough off that other yellow.
Big shot, played for the blank. The entire end here.
Yes!
McEwen. Laws calling line. What do you got?
Put it out.
Well done. Well done. As they just literally squish it out in the back.
call, Caitlin. Nice throw,
Jones
Jen.
has last rock and the lead when we come back. From Saskatoon, it's our final weekend as we make our way towards Championship Sunday. We already know, of course, the men's final after the semi went today with Kevin Cooey and Brad Jacobs. It ended in 6 as Jacobs got a 4-3 and a 4-5, won it 8-3. And so it's a battle of the Brads. Gushue, Jacobs, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. From here in SaskTel Center. Beautiful building. Opened back in 1988, seats 15,000 now for hockey. They've done a lot of work in here since the last time we were here. They filled in the upper bowl with seats. Saskatoon Blades, Western Hockey League. The big draw right now is the National Lacrosse League, the Saskatchewan Rush. And a reminder, TSN will have a game of the week from the NLL, and you'll see Saskatchewan December the 11th against Calgary and December 17th against Vancouver. So you were saying in the break, you really think McCarville almost has to steal here?
Yeah, well, you don't have to, but it's difficult to, if Jen blanks this, she's got really good control in 9. Even if you steal 1 in 9, now you have to steal 10. If you could ever even the game up here, then you force in 9, score 2 and 10 to win.
Let's go for speed. Hard. Okay, finish now. You gotta finish. You gotta finish. You gotta finish. Hard, Josh. Hard. You gotta get in there. Go, 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 go. Good.
No, almost totally underneath.
Nice job, guys.
Sit the 2 whip shot.
Yeah, well done. They had to cross center a little bit, or you could get to the nose of shot
This side
stone.
hasn't really been played in a while either.
We talk about the ice being tricky. Don McEwen, 98%. Incredible.
Just plays the conditions.
Yeah, just deal with what's in front of you, what you're given.
Yep, hard.
Ashley Sipple.
Hard. Gotta go.
Try and freeze down to shot stone if
Hard. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Go.
there's
go.
enough room, barely.
Hard. 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 Whoa, 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 we're on the top. On the top. On the top.
Bounce it a hair.
There they are. Bounce it off. May be able to use it.
Perfect weight, Ash. Yeah. Really good weight. Oh, it was perfect weight.
I know. You guys like that?
Yep. Just the one.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Keep going, good. Good. Okay.
Sorry, I kind of dropped my.
Both Jocelyn and Dawn, I mean, look at Jocelyn, 91%. The two of them and Dawn at 98%, the front end. That's where a lot of the pressure has been applied.
But you see Sippola's draw numbers. She's really been caught out. Just 67% on her draws.
Okay, well, we're a little long. Mine's good. Okay, you're better line right now. Where
halfway to tight.
Yeah, go a little bit.
You can. Yeah. Halfway to tight.
Go a little bit. Yep. Go, go, go. Whoa, easy. Easy, easy. Sit. Good. Shot. Thanks.
Just gotta hit it a hair thinner real quick. Good, Jess.
At some point, they probably have to freeze in there, Cheryl, or
in that pocket.
Yeah, or kick something back a bit.
Yep. You're good. Clean.
Nice.
Good.
Nice throw, Josh.
Really nice, Josh.
Yeah, great game from the front end.
Yeah.
Well, and it's something that we remarked and said when we first came on the air. That's what has maybe let Jones down the second half of round robin, just not getting that support up the line.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point,
loads of time.
I don't mind that, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a few to move them. Right?
Yeah, it is getting late to throw another guard.
If you ever get an over curl too here, then Jennifer won't be afraid to come around, tap that red out, roll buried.
So called the freeze right down into the pocket.
Did
they? Yep. I think they decided that the guard was pretty risky one more time.
Okay. Ash, we got lots of room.
Ash, it's heavy.
We're Where? How much?
T-line.
T-line?
Back
Hard, Ash. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Keep going. Hard. Yep, keep going, keep going. Okay, roll it off, Ash. Roll it off. Roll, 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 roll. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
We're seeing something, though, here that we quite often see as the pressure builds, lack of communication. I mean, how many times did McCarville, where is it? What's the weight? And how many times she had to ask and really just pry it out of the brusher.
Yeah, and that does happen, Vic. You know, under pressure, everybody kind of shuts down a little bit. And I think it happens more so when you're struggling a bit with the ice and you're trying to figure it out. Everybody kind of goes inside.
Are you B or C? 4B.
Just have to keep that chat up.
Got to give the double a go.
Okay. So it comes up and make the double, but just be patient with the sweep on this one. Okay. You got it. Let's make it.
Wow.
So the call was the pick, but they thought if it ever did curl up on them, they might have a chance at that double. So two options.
Pretty sure if they felt if they made contact, they were making the double. Jennifer jumped it early, and it just didn't come back.
Great shot. Yeah. I threw to the inside of the room.
Could have scared that stone out of there, too.
Like lots.
It's all there, yeah.
We're bumping a little.
Okay, stay close. Line's coming down. Line's good. Yep,
Gotta
hard
go,
line. Hard line.
We're to it.
Yes, you gotta go for
hard
line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard.
We lost it.
Yeah, that picked a bit on them.
We lost the line, yeah. Oh, great waste
Same
of
thing.
line.
You'll get it back one, but half rock.
Doubles there now. And Jennifer doesn't care about the back ones. Matter of fact, she'd probably rather get hers out of there.
Okay.
No, that just snapped on them.
Yep, it did.
Caitlin Laws, again, right out of her hand. Watch it ride this line. Now you're trying to make the double. You got to get by their own top eight. Got to get by that one first. What do you got? 1, 2, kick it out. And there they go. And the backing is gone as well.
Great pair. Great shooting.
Two really good shots by Caitlin.
Really nice toss, Caitlin. Good shot. Sorry about your first one. It looked tight, and you got it back.
Oh, I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
The game has come up today, too.
Oh, God.
You know, we talk about plus minus. When you out-curl your opponent by 5 percentage points or more, you get a plus. Well, in her first 4 games, she was +3.
And this is open,
She was -2 in the last 4. So that's where that support through the middle of the lineup was missing. Today, she's a plus.
Come around everything, but fine.
No choice now. Hit and roll right under.
Little solid.
Skip stones.
Little solid.
Krista McCarville.
Went over something nice. Yes! I saw it go over something.
Oh, they thought this may have picked 2. And a little thin.
Did you think so?
And you come back, sits back there though.
What do you like? Come down.
She's got to then decide. Yeah. I'm afraid like I can play this. It's just that if I'm deep, it's like it takes it all away.
Yeah.
I think we hit this.
Yeah. I like it.
I think that's a smart call, Russ, because
she gets low, you can get it.
shot stone's in such a good spot. You can only actually help McCarville coming around it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. We've seen this. Yeah, you've seen that one.
9.5.
Okay,
You might be able to freeze to it, man. The guard might get in the way, but you don't want to roll out here either. But, it's a smart call for sure, because even if you do roll out, McCarville's got a fairly hard chase there.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like
I'd love to freeze on it, but I think it's that guard. It makes it very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's high and it's right in your way.
Yeah, I like it.
It's probably over curling.
9.5 out here, I think.
Okay. You got it.
I don't think this should do a whole lot.
No.
Jones in her first.
Clean it. Done. Well, straight, clean. Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna hang it there? Sure does. So sitting 2.
Very pure throw there.
Well, that goes back to what Victor Schell was saying, that she's working as hard, training as hard, and there's, in his estimation, throwing it as well as she has in many years.
Good shot.
Try to hit it like here.
Good shot.
You like that?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we could get there.
The guard's basically not in play. But how much weight do you want to play?
Like, I was thinking 9.
9?
Yeah.
You're blank.
Yes,
I agree. It's not easy.
The only other option would be to freeze that rock and let her draw the 4 for 2.
Well, we're trying to avoid the 2.
I know.
I could hit that and give her 2.
I know. She's got to hit the 4 foot if you freeze.
Yeah,
that.
but we
also have to make that freeze.
I have to make a perfect freeze and not bounce off. Or we're giving them 3. If we're gonna do anything, we don't do this or you know what I mean? If
that
we're
double
chancing
just
the
looks
3.
really hard.
What's that?
That double just looks really hard.
Well, everything looks hard.
Okay, let's make it then.
I don't know what else.
Well said.
Yeah.
You're trying to avoid a 2.
What would you want to? Would you put the game on the line right here, Cheryl?
You almost have to. If the double's there and she thinks she can make the double, then I would take it on, because then that's a blank going to come up and they don't put another point in the board. I might consider playing the come around the whole thing.
Yes, I like that. In-turn come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think what do you, like, would you, Russ?
Yeah, well, and this one looks like a defensive call, but you're putting the game on the line here too.
You are.
You could reckon the guard here.
Yeah. And the 3 comes up out of nowhere.
It's super high, yeah. There's a big hunk right there. What kind of weight are you thinking? 9? Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay, let's make it, Krista.
All I know is Jennifer's really happy with this call. Not that this is wrong, but even if the double's made, she blanks the end.
Mm-hmm. So
9,
final stone,
yes.
Krista McCarville.
Whoa.
Right now it is Jones sitting to 2. Has to get by the center guard and then angle it back. Make the double. Got it by, angle it back, and stuffs it there. So it will be an open draw for 2.
Oh, well thrown. That was just bad luck.
Good shot.
She throws it so well. You from up here, you knew where that was going to go. Bad break.
Just had to curl up a little bit more.
Hard for 2, steal 1, steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close, though, in terms of numbers for both.
Make it good for me.
Game numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
I like it. Light on.
Line's great.
Weight's good. We're top 4. Line's good. Running.
Running a bit.
Top 4.
Looks like it's running.
Super T.
Looks hot.
We're okay.
Oh, right on.
We're okay.
Open draw, anywhere in the paint. And that's for a pair. The men are here too. Those watching their wives. Jones up, 6-3.
Yeah.
Clock over center ice as the Rock Stars have taken over SaskTel Center for 9 days, 8 days, I guess. No, 9 days. Started last Saturday, and here we are now in the final weekend. Down by 3, Krista McCarville has to take all the chances now, doesn't she?
She does, but I like what she said, Vic. You know, get your 2 here and then steal. We've seen 3s come up. It's
Okay. Can I give you a little left, guys?
Yeah, here. You got it.
His temperature was at 22.4. It's got up to 22.9, and it looks like it's absolutely perfect now. They're gliding, and certainly doesn't seem to be a problem for this curler.
No. Line's good. Running a little bit more. Running. No, looks
Just
heavy.
perfect spot on our first one.
Really running, Caitlin.
Now you go top 8.
I can wait. Top 8. You got to split center at least. No, you
And there's a good chance it'll be top 8.
You can wait longer. It's sliding. There you go. Yep. That's good. Good.
Nice.
Really
Well,
nice.
I didn't split center. It's a little off.
True.
oh hell.
So looking ahead, Tracy Fleury, undefeated. Only the second time a team has gone through women's round robin. 8 straight wins awaits the winner of this. We'll have it for you at noon Eastern tomorrow.
Finally, the wait will be over for Fleury's team and they get out here and play.
They practiced prior to this. They were on the ice for about a half an hour prior to the start of this. So, and on this sheet, so they get to look at it.
Gives me goosebumps seeing that graphic and seeing winner advances to the Olympics.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, how true, eh? Now you went through undefeated till your final round robin, and you were telling me you didn't have to win that game.
we didn't. That was against Stephanie Lawton. Yeah, we didn't have to win that one. We didn't. I don't know. Maybe in the end that was a blessing. A little reminder not to go through undefeated. I don't know.
Just tight. Wait, split center. On the
But if you can win 8, you can win 9.
Yeah.
Right? You got to think that way.
Oh.
Jacobs did it.
Tight for line. You got to split center here.
I think the worst part was the wait. The wait to the final was painfully long. I credit a lot of people around us for, you know, keeping us busy and keeping us occupied and filling our time. And
Okay, perfect speed, Josh. Back 8, wait. Okay, back 8's great. I just want you to sit here.
Yeah, I just want to sit right there.
So still a little heavy, right?
Oh, yeah, I think you got it, yeah.
it's freezing down on the top red.
Not positive. I would have thrown a 3rd guard there if I'm Jennifer, or at least get it even tighter.
Back 8, back 12.
What would you have done? Like even top 12, make them.
Yep.
They could be a lot more precise with a come around.
Yeah, I don't think I would have thrown a guard, but
Ashley Sippola.
Kendra, go. Kendra, go. Go. Kendra, go.
oh, this is really close.
Good shot, Ash.
Oh, if it had ever ticked that, it would spill them and leave a bit of a yellow wall.
Not bad.
I love the weight choice, though. They didn't remove it. That's only helping.
You make that double and you sit there. Okay. 9.
Right where you put it. Okay, if you roll
I don't think this will do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard done. Whoa.
McEwen. Laws called off. Look out. Oh, very nice. Great line call to avoid the tick.
Boy, she is seeing everything.
She ever.
Wow.
Great shot, Josh.
Rolls to a guard, misses the shot stone.
Great shot,
Well
Josh.
thrown. That was so easy to high side that, Russ.
Yeah, that's what I thought might happen. You don't want to wreck either.
No.
Nice shot.
Little less.
Now you really have to work here because you'd like to hide this and you can't. Oh, that's in right field, this one.
Gotta go really hard.
It's light enough. They might be able to carve it.
Hard. Keep going. Hard. You got it, Kendra. Keep going. Go. Okay, roll it, Kendra. Go. Don't stop. Good sweeping.
Even if you roll into that one, okay? I'm kind of seeing an 8, okay? Like, I mean, nose is okay. Okay, then you want just here then? Maybe like a 9? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm
like
so
this
keen
here?
on rolling into that because
No.
now they're just looping around it. You know it's
They
going to
haven't
be.
thrown it, but you want the out? I think so. Okay.
Be a wall for McCarville to
Yeah,
use.
none of the yellows are helping Jones, really.
No.
Even the guard.
So you sit here and you can maybe even come off it at one
Yes.
point.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Clean. Hard. Yep. Like a 9.
McEwen. To get a piece, you've got to try and hold this up here. Look out. And they'll get rid of McCarville, get rid of one of their own.
Jump.
Nice throw.
Just wasn't
Sorry.
back. No, I just wasn't back. I thought it.
I thought it may even find the hole there.
Yeah, I was honestly, Vic, I thought so too. Even watching it jump down the sheet, just didn't throw it with kind of her normal back set on it. I think is what she was referring to, and they will curl.
Trying to freeze down a shot stone, are they?
Yes, or bury.
Looks like it's light. Yeah, we gotta go.
I think they're trying right to come right around it back.
All right.
Gotta go. Yeah, we're really light. Yep.
Hard.
Okay, gotta take off.
Yeah,
guys.
we are a little.
Yep.
Okay.
An ad won't do it.
I know, but still had a decent
Okay, that corner guard's not in the way.
Yeah, no, that's
Come look at it, you guys.
everything
Got
with
lots of
regards
time.
to the number of
Everything.
blanks, the number of conversions. Everything relates to their style of play. So
Could also peel, but I
5.2
think
when you
it's
play an
harder.
open game, that's what you're going to get.
I don't know how you feel it.
Unless you just
that
skinny
was
this,
hard.
but
that's the only way I see it. And then
Peel's there.
Come here for a sec, though. Come talk to me this way. I think they can get low off this to roll low.
yeah, we
But
have
if-
that run then if we need
So
to.
I mean, we could try to come here, but that red's coming back.
Yeah, no matter what.
So I think it's better to go.
That's
here.
12 foot. Open here.
Yeah, it's hard to get there, but yeah.
yeah.
You just want to make sure when you're sweeping it, you got to be past this red.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if we're here,
Even if
we're
we're
here.
to it, it's not the end of the world,
Okay.
I guess.
We just want to be past that red rock.
Okay.
The only other thing I thought of was guarding, but I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I think we got to get another one in.
Get one in there?
If I get
Yeah.
low, it's hard.
And you
might
just
have
got
a
that
run.
catch there, so I think you want to be here.
Yeah,
Like
they're trying to take away
here.
by playing
Yeah.
around, tucking around that red. They take away any kind of raise. That's really McCarville's only out right now is to tap that red into the pocket.
Yeah.
So tuck it around, take that away. And I think all McCarville might have would be that in turn.
Top 8.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll try and have a nice positive throw, and if we have to finish it, I'd rather do that than over curl.
For sure. You got it. You're good.
There's enough room between the guard at the bottom of the cup and the one in the center line.
Just.
Wow.
Barely.
Boy, this team is so veteran, right? Like they know where they want to put it. And Caitlin said, I'd rather be full so you can carve it. I don't want to wreck. That's the worst miss out of this. And they've thought it all through.
But again, now it's all over that guard at the moment. But they believe. They believe it's going to go. And now they've stayed on it. Stayed on it all the way.
Top forward to yellow. That's fine. Low. Yep.
Remember what we talked about earlier
Good.
about the McCarville front end there didn't believe, and they waited for the stone to break.
Yes.
These two brushed it all away with the belief that it was going to move.
Yep, and Jen had them on it too when it was still on that red guard on the outside. Just knowing, anticipating, because it's too late. Once it goes, can't seem to hold it.
So right now it's Jones sitting the 4 without. Final stone here. Kendra Lilly runs something back. Oh boy, into the hole, gets one. Does open up though, 2.
Can't buy one.
So bite the line.
Looked like Rick was trying to call a timeout there.
Or bite center, something like that. Yeah. Okay.
So they want to go right in.
Line.
Like biting 8?
Yeah.
I didn't mind the call.
Okay. You got it, Jen.
We just want to make sure we're always.
They came up empty.
Yeah.
If it goes straight back, you make the double and you roll buried, kind of corner frozen. Chance to score a couple. Now.
What do you have now?
Yeah.
I mean, best you can do is here, and you've got that.
Just give me a sec, sorry. That's edge to edge.
Okay.
So that looks, I mean, it's
It's
there.
there.
That's edge to edge. I think this is really hard.
I agree.
So do we want to just guard this? But then she's got to play one of those in. I think this is our best play.
Yeah, it gives us
You want to come
options.
right in.
Do you guys like that? Or?
Yeah, I like it.
If I'm short, like if I'm
Yeah,
here,
my first. Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I do think.
As long as I don't stagger the guards. So I'm just trying to get
just
it
bite
edge
the
to
line?
edge.
Yeah, bite center.
Okay.
A lot of teams would look at the scoreboard and go defensively here, but Jones has been around long enough to know that this opportunity is golden here. Just make a shot here, and it's going to be very difficult to score 2 or score.
Score, I think, is looking slim.
You know what I mean?
All I can see from McCarville is maybe an out-turn tap or maybe an in-turn through the hole on the right side.
It's got the raise on the Tim Horton.
Yep.
Ideally.
On the left.
Okay. It's kind of a line shot, though.
None of them look easy.
No.
That back one's out.
So
Okay. Make a good one here, guys.
Got it.
Don't bury this one either. Leave it open, and then if Team McCarville gets in there on the somehow the other way, they got a little short raise.
Okay, you took a
Line's
little
good.
option.
Sit out there a bit. Line's good. Tight. Okay, get it in. Top 12. Perfect.
And 4 years later, she's leading 6-3 over McCarville.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean done. Full 12. Just clean. Whoa. Sit.
Biting 8, even.
Sit. Perfect, John. Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly where they had the brush, isn't it?
It is.
Great spot, Jen. Nice right where we wanted it. Yeah, nice. Good
Yeah, because it's in the way of the raises now.
Can you get through the hole with an in-turn bullet, hit and roll to shot rock?
That's the only thing I see left, Russ.
6.
Looks like she wants it top one.
And then it's right there, and I
You
have
could
nothing.
maybe thread the needle on that
Yeah, that doesn't really
tap
help.
on the left.
Then it's just a 1 foot run.
That intern's probably there.
Do we have 2
Sorry,
I can't hear you.
I mean, I could probably, if I hair this, I could make this double. Right?
And then she's going to come around again.
Then
And you have a hit and roll.
but if she doesn't
you,
make it.
You do have a little bit of air on this
Yeah,
rock.
I know, but if I make this here, she just has this short here. And then
Make
I
it,
have
though.
nothing.
Or this one, Sarah. She does have lots.
Well, she's going to play tons of weight and just, like.
So you want to make this double and then.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking if I can make this double, I mean, I'm going to roll a bit. She's going to try and hit and roll in probably.
Or you're rolling out, and then she comes around.
Or
but then
she's
you
coming
have
around.
you have
Yeah,
that on
but
your
then-
side. And she's got to make it.
Oh, time out.
Okay, time out.
She's got to make it though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, she's going to throw weight and just.
If you can throw weight at this one.
I know, but Rick, if I make this good here, she has this teeny like.
Slice and it would spin off and give us a chance to
If
score,
not-
and she's still got to make a good shot.
But then I won't have anything, like I won't even have a chance to score.
Well, I think we have to go for the 2 and put some heat on so she has to miss.
How do we
If
do
you
it?
throw some heat and go onto the edge of that one, she might have to throw it the 4 rock. And she
Like,
could
do I
miss
wanna-
that.
I need to miss at this point.
I'm talking about going into the 6th.
Into this?
Yes, straight across hard. Move the
Okay.
6 a couple inches. And then
You've only got a couple inches of air.
Yeah, like
I know,
barely
so you have to
any.
throw up weight
Yeah.
and try to budge the 6 a little so that she has to play on the 4. Can she see how much of the 4?
Like all of it.
Yeah. But she might miss that.
Yeah, we need to make her shoot.
Okay, so throw like an 8.5.
With the outturn,
Yeah,
right?
with the intern.
Intern, not outturn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the intern for sure.
Yeah, the outturn I'm rolling over
The
here.
intern is the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And up weight a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Did you,
Here?
Cheryl,
I think we have to, don't we, Ash?
have to be convinced sometimes?
So, but
I
then
think
if we miss it, we will.
Krista had to be convinced that this is the shot to play, and then you have to go and throw something that you didn't necessarily want to throw.
Yeah, I mean, no, and I've had to be convinced by team or coach or whomever that, you know, this is a shot. Sometimes as a thrower, you just see something. I think this is the right shot. The out-turn double that she was looking at didn't get them really anything.
It's going to be tough to roll far enough here. So it's edge on edge around a rock that's almost in the rings. That yellow 2 feet short of the rings. It has to curl about 2 inches after it gets by, and she's throwing a bullet.
Yep.
So you got the hole to come through
Whoa,
first.
whoa, whoa. Sarah.
Carver first. Got to get through the hole. Did. Can he get the roll inside? Oh, he had an idea.
Yeah, that was close. That was the problem. It just had to go through that guard. Good shot.
I could play this.
Yeah. And then that's open.
I guess if I ever hit the guard, like, what does she have?
The problems in this end started
Yeah, right
long
now
before, you know, Krista,
All
she just
has is that angle.
Yeah.
So I think I
didn't have a chance.
You're gonna slash?
I don't think I have to throw it with much weight.
No.
Like,
Do you hate guarding? 10.
so right now I could go right here. Like, if I ever tap this and go there, like, she's got.
Then she doesn't have there,
she's
right?
got
Even though her
nothing.
only shot is that. So if you do go there, then there's nothing.
Don't mind that. Just got to stick it too.
Yeah, and if you're here, it might go right
Even
into
if I
it.
freeze ours, right?
Do you want to call it timeout, Jen? No.
I think I like that.
What's your shot for 2? You got to take that away.
It takes it away.
Do you see anything else for 2, Cheryl?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had
It's the only stone you can use.
So come right in, even if you're a little aggressive, bump it a little. Chip off your top 8 rock.
Just the hair more, eh? Hair more speed?
I'd like to see the same.
Same? Okay.
Sometimes we all forget too that the rock she's raising, you could guard it.
Yes.
It's a lot simpler. I don't see 2
Might be the only.
any other way.
Unless she's light here.
Yeah, she's light and I might have an angle
angle.
for 2. Right?
Mm-hmm. But she hasn't been light on much yet, so.
try to add, but it's still light, still
Yeah,
light,
tight.
still light.
Just tight. Hard. Keep it out there.
Jones last,
Mine's good.
sitting 2 at the moment without
Tight.
last rock.
Halfway, 4 feet. Well, 4 feet, Caitlin. As tight as you can go. Yep. If you can. If you can, yep.
Trying to cut that red off.
It won't though, because it'll keep curling.
Whoa. Okay.
That's a tough angle though too, isn't it?
Oh, is it ever?
Yeah, you're shredding the needle there, but.
Anybody can make it.
Sorry.
Okay.
And you hate to sometimes leave a skip with there's only one shot. That's typically, it's not like they have to make a choice.
I like guarding that if I was Jennifer. Just
Yeah.
throw the intern guard. It's like you're throwing a corner.
Hair of ice, eh?
Yeah.
Guard any part of it, you're gold.
Make it.
Well, it's always good, Russ, I think, to ask the question, what's their shot for 2? And then take that away.
Yes. Yes.
So very appreciative crowd on hand here at SaskTel Center. Difficult to say the very least to get angle, raise, double, hold that stone right there for a possible deuce. Must have. It's a must have for Krista McCarville.
There's the angle, Vic. That's exactly the path right through that red.
Final stone.
Yep.
Whoa.
Right now, Jones has 2 in her pocket.
Hard.
Here we go again. Puck, Syphilis.
Hard.
Have you got this? Crash, bang, spill away, and it'll still be a steal of 2.
Well, I think there's
Sorry?
10.
Can we?
Can we?
We're allowed to.
I thought you said 10.
Are we allowed to shake? Are we allowed to shake?
I think we have to play at 10 until we're mathematically, so throw a few rocks.
Are we allowed to? Okay. What? 10. We have to play 10 ends.
Yeah. That's fine. Good job.
We'll take a break. Jones in control. Under the bright lights at SaskTel Center here in Saskatoon, the women's semifinal of the Tim Hortons curling trials. Steal of 2, and that's now, you can see there was a steal of 2 in 5 and another steal, so 4 of the points stolen for Jones tonight. McCarville once again with last rock playing the Redstone. So yeah, again, the 2, the questionable call. And then again an 8. When McCarville couldn't make the takeout, and Jones draws. And there's a big, big difference at third. We talked about how Kendra Lilly was coming off possibly her best game in that second tiebreaker against Carrie Anderson, and then tonight having difficulty. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
I think, you know, the advantage went, the ice caught them. They came off 11 ends on a certain type of ice, and they came out, and this was very different to start, and that can sometimes be hard when you just walked off a sheet.
Oh, no kidding. Because you've got the speed in your brain. You just know what it's been doing for 3 hours. All of a sudden, it's totally different. I think, too, certainly with Kendra, they were thinking it was the rocks. So did I. Then you decide it's not the ice, and then it turns out it was the ice.
Now, did you just hear that? It's funny. They just said, well, isn't that nice? The speed just came up to what we expected.
Yeah.
And she pitched it through, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it's a tough job for the ice makers. They're trying to anticipate just like the curlers do. And you're trying to understand what the fans will do and the heat coming into the building.
Nice job. Good.
So time and stones running out here
and
on Krista McCarville.
If Greg had guessed the other way, to let the temperature come up for game time, and there's a bigger crowd than he thought with the warm weather outside. Now it could be wet by the time.
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Aquafit.
No. You'd be thrilled.
I'd be down there just.
Room, line's good. Please make sure it's in. Gotta be in.
Yeah, no,
There
it's,
it is.
you know, I
David.
equate it.
Go, Kendra.
The best referee in any game is the one you don't see, right? Same idea here.
We're there. We got to fit all of them behind this guard. Go, 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 go.
Go.
We got to fit them all behind this guard.
There you go.
Good shot, Ash.
Better.
Wonderful attitude, this team.
Mm-hmm. Always have.
How do you think this will run?
Always
Come
have.
up a hair? I think it'll just run right here, yeah. Maybe come up a little bit.
They have to win their provincials first, but look out at the Thunder Bay Scotties.
That's right. Just a reminder, the Scotties will be in Thunder Bay January 28th through February the 6th.
Yep! Right to it. Hard! Well, curl. Hard! Roll
Right
it.
out, John.
Roll it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And
Sorry.
rolls it over. It'll cover just a little bit of the forefoot.
I think it's a little heavier than normal.
Give me a split time.
95.
95.
Kendra Lilly.
It's like her name's Kendra. Line's good.
We're all there right now.
Okay.
It's got to sit, eh? It will sit. It's just.
Now we're coming them through.
Yeah, the speed's finally come up.
There you go.
Yeah, it's sliding pretty good.
Okay, good.
I like
Once
to
she hits this.
I'll throw it better. Heel, like firm.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This will end it here. Running them out of stones. Need 5.
Clean, clean, easy, clean, clean it. Nice throw, Caitlin.
And the brush goes up from Jones as she will advance to the final. As Jones runs McCarville out of stones here in the 10. Make the final 8-3. And so Jennifer Jones will advance and have another chance to represent Canada in the Olympics. You know, you see those two right there. Jennifer Jones looking for a second gold. Caitlin Laws would be looking for a third gold.
That's right.
Second in the team game, 1 in the mixed doubles game. Noon tomorrow, Fleury against Jones to wear the maple leaf in Beijing. Impressive on this Saturday night in Saskatoon.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, the moose is loose here in Saskatoon. Northern Ontario supporters, Krista McCarville, coming up a game short here as she tried to make the final. But just didn't adapt to the ice, struggled with that as Jennifer Jones picks up the win and now moves on to Sunday's final. And for Jones again, an opportunity to represent the country at the Olympics. So here's what's coming up tomorrow. Make a note, we're just a little earlier. At noon Eastern time, it will be the women's final. Tracy Fleury, undefeated. Fleury and her team from East St. Paul, part of the greater Winnipeg area. And then Brad Gushue, Brad Jacobs, both of them gold medal winners. We'll have that for you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we're on to the final day of this year's Tim Hortons Curling Trials in Saskatoon. 2 more games to wind up an exciting week. Glad that you're part of it. And all here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.